Hello there. Welcome to the basement. Go ahead, find a seat. Make yourself comfy. Grab something to drink. Apply a flame to the booty end of something to smoke. We'll be getting started in a second. Prepare for a good time. Hello there. Once again, welcome to the stream, the Saturday Night Chill. I hope you're all ready. We got all kinds of fun stuff to talk about tonight. Of course, we had those two fire-ass episodes of The Bad Batch we're going to be talking about. Hey, Brooke. Good to see you. It's been all right. What's it been? Was it day before yesterday we were in... Whose stream? Matt's? Watching Matt play games? Is that where I ran into you? Oh yeah, Star Wars Underworld podcast. Yeah, with Hannah and Chris and Don and Ben. Yeah. Maximus, how you doing, man? It's been a minute. You been all right? You know, when I chose this particular album to play, I didn't realize that these beats were going to be as dope as they are. Honestly. They're pretty fat. Speaking of the recent Bad Batch episode, Rampart got played so hard by Palpatine. Yeah, he did. Good busy or bad busy, Maximus? And yes, back to you, Brooke. Sorry about that. As it's well established, I'm ADD up in this motherfucker. So, yeah, Palps is literally a mad genius. Actually, no, he's not really mad. Ooh, adult busy. That blows dog. Yeah, he is. I definitely wouldn't want to play chess with that guy. That's for damn sure. I feel like he's one of those people that, like, one of those super sick grandmasters that can play, like, multiple games from one chair and just remembering theirs and all their opponents' moves in their brain. Probably because they got eidetic memory. But that's Palpatine. Except he could probably go with, 6 to 8 to 10 games at one time. Dude is just freakish. Justin, my guy. What's happening, bruh? Just getting started. Haven't even talked about anything serious yet. Just talking to chat. Seeing how it's going. How much longer did you stream after I tapped out? So I could nap with my grandson. All right, so maybe 10 minutes after. All right. Did you get you some dinner? You good and you got a nice full tummy? You ready for this shit? Nice. Me too. I had a couple burritos before I came on. They were yummy. You know, I got to give Josh some ups at the Den of Nerds for telling us where he gets his beats from. because I ain't afraid to say it. I'm totally using the same guy right now, Harris Heller, because this shit is fat. And call me a copycat if you want. I don't care. This is good stuff. All right. I suppose we should get down to business since, technically I'm here to talk about the week's news. I mean, it's my own idea, so I probably should, So, on the slate, we have what Iger's been up to at Disney this week, what he announced on the earnings call, and how that may or may not impact us as nerds. Of course, those 2 fire-ass Bad Batch episodes. And a little bit of DC Batman rumors. And of course, anything else y'all want to talk about is I'm always open to digress. Again, as you probably already know. So where do y'all want to start? You want to do Iger first? Do you want to do Bad Batch first? Or do you want to do DCU rumors first? Side note, I don't think Josh has ever used this album. Brooke might rewatch the Dark Knight trilogy tonight. Yeah, those are literally the best Batman movies ever. Iger out of the way. Come on, Justin. You don't like the business side of stuff? The business side is dope, man. All right. I was actually kind of thinking of getting him out of the way, too, just because I know that people who really love the business stuff are the more rare creatures. So I know, bro. But yeah, all right. So let's do this because actually this is probably the most dry shit anyway, at least for most people. So yeah. All right, now I can see it too. Hot damn. This is the only thing that sucks about having a laptop. It's because when I'm sharing my windows, since I don't have 2 monitors, I literally have to bring the full window up over my Streamlabs desktop. So if something goes funky on Streamlabs, I'm not going to notice it probably. Upgrades are coming slowly but surely. I'm getting a desk next week. Justin's probably the only one that knows that. I'm fucking hyped about that. Days of TV tray are numbered, bro. All right, so Mr. Iger. Disney had an earnings calls this week, and of course, Mr. Iger had to let them know what's going to happen so he could make the shareholders happy. And part of what he's doing is he is reorganizing Disney into 3 segments. And those segments are going to be entertainment, ESPN, and parks, experiences, and products. Now, I'm just going to quote this article. The move follows his dismantling of DMED, or Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution, set up by previous CEO Bob Chapek, that wrested control over content decisions by the company's creative executives. So in other words, Chapek was micromanaging and fucking creative over. Anyone wonder why the last 2 years of Disney shit have been mid as fuck? That's why. So Iger went ahead and do that to, quote, return creative authority to Disney's world-class creative team and its unparalleled brands and franchises. This is good news. This means Feige is going to have the reins off, which will definitely up the quality of the Marvel. I wish I could say the same for Lucasfilm, but we all know KK is no Feige at all. So, here's the part we care about. The entertainment division. Dana Walden and Alan Bergman will co-chair Disney Entertainment. So, who are these two? There's Alan Bergman in all his corporate glory. Oh, motherfucker, I let my cigarette smoke out. Son of a bitch. Get. All right. So, it still says co-chairman Disney Entertainment there. Oh, actually, you know what? That is updated because that's what that is. It's a department now. All right, cool. So, as co-chairman Disney Entertainment, Alan Bergman oversees Disney's full portfolio of entertainment media and content business globally, including Disney's streaming business. In this role, Bergman leads Disney's world-renowned. I swear, I've grown up speaking English. I promise. Disney's world-renowned filmmaking studios that produce high-quality cinematic storytelling for both theatrical and streaming release, including Disney. Well, that whole list of shit we already know. All right, little history here. Bergman has served in senior leadership roles at the Disney Studios since 2001, most recently as chairman from 2020 to 2023, as co-chairman from 2019 to 2020. President of the group, 2019, blah, 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 blah. So, here's the interesting bit. Since Bergman became a president of the studios division in 2005, Disney has released 4 of the 6 films in history that have passed the $2 billion mark at the global box office. That's pretty cool. Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, Avatar The Way of Water, the sequel trilogy, and Star Wars Force Awakens. 22 other films have surpassed 1 billion, including the live-action Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Frozen's 1 and 2, Toy Story 4, Incredible 2. And then they had other notable releases: Zootopia, Encanto, Coco, and Soul. Aladdin, Cruella, Hocus Pocus. Yeah. Well, they changed that a bit since the last time I read it. But, yeah. So the last time I read this, the information was slightly different. And it mentioned that they haven't had a film crack the $1 billion mark since 2019. Now, obviously, the pandy happened in 2020. However, even since then, nothing's picked up really in quality. And again, setting the pandy aside, this all coincides with the reign of Bob Chapek as CEO of Disney. Starting to see a pattern here. So that was Alan Bergman, longtime Disney veteran, guy that's been semi in charge of all the stuff they put out, both good and bad, for a while. So, no big whoopty. Now here's the other co-chair of the entertainment division, the newly created just straight up entertainment division. This is Dana Walden. Let's see. All right, so she's going to be co-chairman of Disney Entertainment. Overseeing this role, Walden leads Disney's world-renowned award-winning content brands and businesses, including ABC Entertainment, ABC News, ABC-owned television stations, Disney-branded television, Disney Television Studios, featuring 20th, formerly Fox ABC Signature, 20th Television Animation, and Walt Disney Television Alternative, Freeform, FX, Hulu Originals, National Geographic Content, and the Onyx Collective. I have no idea what the hell that is. Yes, she is responsible for some of the biggest scripted and unscripted hits in television and streaming, and is recognized for being a loyal, creative partner for some of the most prolific creators in the business. Throughout her career, she has established early relationships with some of today's most renowned showrunners, including Lee Daniels, Ryan Murphy, Liz Mayweather, and David E. Kelley, who all remain her collaborators at Disney Television today. All right, so here's where we get into the accolades. She's done some stuff. Under Walden's leadership, ABC has secured its position as the #1 entertainment network for 3 consecutive seasons, the first time that's happened for them in 25 years. She began overseeing Hulu's original series in 2019. The streamer since then has seen record viewership for such hits as The Handmaid's Tale, The Kardashians, and Only Murders in the Building. Additionally, ABC News continues to dominate as the #1 news network in America, with such iconic programs as 2020, Good Morning America, Nightline, and World News Tonight. Over the past 3 decades, Walden has overseen the development and production of some of the most celebrated shows in the history of television industry, including 24. God, I fucking love that show. If you don't, anyway, that show's badass. Glee, Grey's Anatomy. Holy shit, that show is still on the air, actually. Homeland, and This Is Us. Also, culture-defining franchises like American Horror Story, also a badass show. Blackish. My contacts got all weird. So American Horror Story, Blackish, Family Guy, and The Simpsons. Unscripted stalwarts like American Idol, Dancing with the Stars, and Jimmy Kimmel Live. And some classic children's programming like Bluey, Mickey Mouse, blah, 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 blah. I don't have a kid. I don't care. So, well, she was at Fox, and she got inherited from Fox when Disney bought them in 2019, 25 years. While she was overseeing the studios, they amassed 184 Emmys, 29 Golden Globes, 17 SAG Awards, Screen Actors Guild, and 24 Peabody Awards and Humanitas Prizes. She also was responsible for #1 broadcast hits, again, like This Is Us, also Empire, multiple Emmy Award winners, Modern Family, Homeland, Ally McBeal, Arrested Development, and The Practice. Other landmark series overseas, 24 Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, How I Met Your Mother, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and The Simpsons. And then she's also overseen the long and successful partnership between 20th Television and FX Productions, resulting in The Americans, Sons of Anarchy, holy crap, awesome show, Pose, American Horror Story again, and American Crime Story. She knows what the crap she's doing. Wishing I girl the best news ever. Yes, me too. So here's what I think. Let me know what y'all think about what I think. But here's what I think. Obviously, Bergman's the vet. He's been there a while. So all the victories and defeats are at least partially on him in recent history, actually going back a ways. So obviously Ms. Walden is quite successful at what she does. And a lot of her success, if you noticed, was in streaming, which obviously Disney Plus needs a lot of fucking help with. So they are bringing her in to help Bergman get his poop in a group, I believe. And from her list of accomplishments, I'd say she is more than qualified to do such a thing. I just hope she is allowed to. Personally. We might actually get good shows from Marvel we might actually get good shows from Marvel on Disney Plus. Who knows? Maybe she'll take Kathleen Kennedy in hand and be like, "Look, girl. I know you've been trying to run this thing as best you can, but here's what you need to do." And then go ahead and lay out her plans, go ahead and lay out her plans on how she's going to make how to make all this stuff successful, because obviously she done did it before. Like a lot of those shows on that list, I either love or have heard of, and a lot of people find them highly, highly popular. So her being moved into the entertainment division, I find very intriguing, and even I'm cautiously optimistic even. So, what y'all think of that, though? Do you think Ms. Walden will actually make a difference? I think she could. I think she will, honestly. What do you guys think, though? Brooks, cautiously optimistic. Yeah. Her track record does seem quite impressive. I mean, obviously she had, a wide array of underlings that actually did the execution, but, the final approval on the ideas they executed was hers. So at least she knows quality when she sees it. Or at least potential quality anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got on that. So, like I said, I'm intrigued by that and like the corporate moving and shaking and what it can mean for, well, basically for the content that we care about. Plus, I'm not just a nerd, I'm a geek, so that shit intrigues me anyway. Alrighty. I think I'm going to go DCU rumorage next. Just because I want to save the Bad Batch for last, because I think that's the one we're going to be talking about the most anyway. Because those episodes were fire! So, the big fun in the DCU rumors. Well, it was a couple days ago. Grace Randolph tweeted that not only that we're going to get a Batman cameo at the end of The Flash, and that she had heard that it was a very good possibility that it would be Christian Bale. Now, you know, actually you don't know, but I'm about to tell you. It may have come up before, but I'm going to remind you if it has. I fucking love the Chris Nolan Batman trilogy. I fucking love Christian Bale Batman. Although for a trilogy, the movies went in a weird order. At least for me. In terms of quality. Because it was like great, fucking amazing, and pretty decent. In that order. Batman Begins great. The Dark Knight, fucking amazing. Dark Knight Rises, pretty good. Weakest of the three, though. For me. But all damn fine cinema. So, of course, who the fuck wouldn't want Christian Bale to be the DCU Batman? Brooks says, I'm fine with Christian Bale's Batman making a cameo in The Flash if they do it right, but also part of me feels like the Dark Knight trilogy should be left alone as its own masterpiece. Yeah, it's totally fair. Yeah, I agree. If they mess with it, there's a chance they could fuck up the legacy. That's very true. That's very, very true. But on the other hand, there's, you know, supposedly, originally it was just supposed to be a quick cameo at the end of The Flash, but then she popped off with a follow-up tweet implying that whoever does the cameo could end up actually being the next DCU Batman. Christian Bale as the full-time DCU Batman. Imagine if they brought Chris Nolan in to direct that shit. I mean, that's movement to noon, that prospect. It's like radar's fully on. The tent is put up. If Christopher Nolan were to direct Christian Bale as Batman again. Holy fuck. Christopher Nolan is brought on by DC Studios. The director gives me a bit more hope that can make some business. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's phenomenal. Just in general. But of course, you know, the Bale Batman trilogy is, at least for me, at this point, his signature work. But here's a problem. Our good friend and person who gives us the news first that I recap at the end of the week put out in his stream yesterday that he got some news that instead of Bale, it could be Clooney. Which is hilarious because while he was pontificating on how awesome it would be if Bale would be the Batman, he was also panning the shit out of the George Clooney Batman. And then one of his sources hits him up live on the stream and tells him, hey, it actually could be fucking Clooney. That was funny. Sorry, Josh. That was funny. Of course, I heartily agree with him. I don't want Clooney as Batman at all. I actually saw Batman and Robin in the theater. I paid money for that. I was not happy I paid money for that at the time. Personally, Dark Knight is my favorite trilogy, and I like that movie again. Dark Knight Rises equally. I mean, that's cool. I can see that. But yeah, The Dark Knight is definitely hands down, far and away. I don't know how anyone could argue against the best of the three. I haven't seen Clooney's Batman film, only seen part of it on TV, but I heard mediocre is being kind, in my opinion, honestly, Brooke. I don't think Tim Burton directed it, but whoever directed it was trying to be Tim Burton and failed miserably. I mean, like, the only bright point was Uma Thurman was hot as fuck as Poison Ivy. That's pretty much the only bright point in that movie. And I know that's super Chad, Giga Chad of me to say, but facts are facts. I mean, they literally put nipples on Clooney's suit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand that shit at all. And I refuse to watch that movie again. Movies I refuse to watch again is a very short list for me, but that's on it. Love and Thunder's on it. Cry Baby with Johnny Depp is on it. Can't think of any more offhand, but yeah, that movie was complete crap. Gobbledygook, booty cheeks, to quote Papa Josh. Yeah, it was not good, and I'm like Josh. I'm not pleased that there's a chance that we could get the Clooney Batman again. If they do that silly shit, God, I hope they take the nipples off that suit. Give him more updated suit like what Batfleck had. His suit was dope. And I'm not talking the big chunky Superman battle suit. I'm talking about just his regular Batman suit that we got to see a little bit of. He has a good Batman suit. I like the Batfleck suit. But yes, I would definitely. I'm really hoping Grace is right and Josh's source that alerted him yesterday is wrong. I hope that a lot. That would be so bad. Yeah, it is. Dope. Evidently, he doesn't just do electronica. Brooke especially loved the soundtrack of the Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, it had some dope music. Like just the composed orchestral music was pretty fucking good. I tell you, music can make or break content. Honestly. At least for me. Probably for anyone who's even remotely into music. If your content you're watching has some like crap ass music, you are not going to enjoy it. That's why I always try and have dope music in the background. It can and can't. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I suppose if the actual visual part of the content is dope enough, you will pay less attention to the music. Yeah. Well, I'll still, I love the queen of the damn soundtrack. Because Jonathan Davis from Korn wrote most of it, so I fucking love me, JD. He is the fucking man. The Spawn soundtrack was pretty dope back in the day. The Last of the Mohicans soundtrack is pretty damn good. Listen, look at me referencing all these 90s and early 2000s movies. Well, you know what? Fuck you, I'm 47. But yeah, a good soundtrack is, while I guess not essential, it is consequential. At least for me. That's how Aaron feels about it. What do y'all think, though? I'm guessing you'd all prefer Bale over Clooney. Or do you think it's even going to be either of them? I mean, it won't be Pattinson, because James has already told Matt Reeves he gets his own little playground just off to the side in his little own Elseworlds universe. For Bale to return as long as they do it right. Yep. For sure, Brooke. Oh, show. But yeah, that doing it right is key. Very key. And the most worrisome part. Well, it's the most on it. Captain Obvious shit. It's the most worrisome part of any project is whoever doing it, getting it right. Derp. Of course, with some things, it's more consequential than others, though, especially when your product has been, you know, whack for like a decade for the most part. Ben's in so lame. I hope it doesn't last much longer. You're the Grinch when it comes to DC. Yeah, you know, I can't blame you. It's not like they've given you reason to grow your heart back. And look what they've been doing. Actually, more to the point, look what they've not been doing. I mean, of course, here's the fun thing, though. The prevailing theory is if Gunn bombs and Zaslav's just going to go ahead and sell Warner Brothers to NBC Universal, because NBC Universal in 2024 is supposed to be getting a big chunk of money from Disney to pay off the rest of Hulu, which they would probably then just turn around and use to help buy Warner Brothers. But here's the thing. On the earnings call, someone brought up the fact that, you know, Disney still has to finish buying Hulu, and Iger pops back. I can also sell the other I can also sell the 2/3 of Hulu we have. Well, shit. If he goes that route, one, who the hell is he going to sell it back to NBC? Be like, here, you can have this shit back. Is he going to sell it to someone else and let NBC deal with them? But regardless, if he doesn't finish buying them off, would NBC at that point then buy Warner Brothers if they have the opportunity? Without that influx of billions from the mouse. Man, things can get weird in Hollywood. Things can get goofy in Hollywood when in an awful big hurry, can't they? All it takes is one off-the-cuff statement, and then Media runs with it, and then YouTubers like me who pretend to know shit run with it. And then it becomes fun. It's just fun to talk about, at least for me. This is why I like the business aspect, because you can get little tidbits like that and go off on all kinds of fun speculation and theorizing. But setting that shizzle aside, yeah, DC needs help. Gunn needs to do it well. Period. It all needs to slap, or his tenure is going to be short. All right, so got the corporate crap out of the way. We got the hopefully soon not to be poopy buttholes anymore, DC. So let's talk about the good shit now. Don't have any issues with Robert Pattinson's Batman, but this wasn't as good as the Dark Knight trilogy. That's all. Well, I don't know if there will ever be Batman as good as that, personally. I mean, someone's going to have to, seriously do something fucking epic to outdo Nolan's Batman trilogy. Super galactically epic. To top that. And even if you could find a way to top just one of the movies, I guarantee you're not topping The Dark Knight. That is the greatest Batman movie ever made. Don't at me. All right, so let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the fun. How about those 2 fire-ass episodes of The Bad Batch this week? Weren't those awesome? Weren't they just magnificent? Those 2 episodes involved the kind of political intrigue that was supposed to be in Andor, but somehow wasn't. We got to see footage of Mon Mothma in an empty Senate building. I mean, obviously, there are storyline reasons for such, but seriously, what the fuck? It was so dope. Yes, Justin, it was. And by the way, told you. Rook was so hyped to see Palpatine appear at the end of Episode 3, though it sort of felt like I could sense it coming, especially with seeing the transition between Rampart and Mos Espa. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I think they're my favorites of the series. You're talking including Season 1, Maximus? Yeah, I do believe you're right. Because the best part of Season 1 was the premiere. Closely followed by the finale. But yeah, these 2, I think, have those 4 beat, so... yeah, I think they're the best 2 episodes of Bad Batch, period, so far. Brooke, my top favorite episodes of Bad Batch Season 2 are episodes 3, 7... Yes, I agree. And where the fuck has Crosshair been since Episode 3? We haven't even seen him. I want my fucking Crosshair back, damn it. Episode 1 of Season 1. Yeah, no. The season premiere... the straight up just season premiere of Bad Batch, when they started with Order 66, was fucking awesome. There's no arguing that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what part of the fandom you fall in. The season premiere of Bad Batch was fucking fantastic. And the finale was pretty damn good too. But these 2 episodes... man. Bentley! How you doing? What up? How are you feeling? Feeling good? I hope so. I just ate a bunch of sugar and I'm running on water. Congratulations. Like, what kind of sugar? Like pixie sticks, candy bars, cookies, rock candy, Twizzlers, jelly beans, cake, pie, cheesecake, pixie sticks. Holy shit. Crosshair is such a badass hope. See, here's the thing. He has to, and I'm really thinking he has to next episode because if you'll recall, and if you don't, I did a video on this. Yeah, the early, pretty much all the reviews said that Crosshair has a big part in this season, and so far we've only seen him just in episode 3. Maximus season 2 episode 3 was top till 7 and 8. Yes, that is for sure. Well, that's because like 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 were all just, mission of the week deals, except 1 and 2 was a 2-parter, but it was still all just mission of the week shit. I mean, I get why they did it with episodes 1 and 2, because they had to give us the current status quo, how far Omega had progressed, what the team was up to, if they were still working for Sid, blah 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 blah. Excuse me. But yeah, Crosshair's episode and now these 2 episodes, fucking awesome. That ain't shit. Episode 7 starts off with clones in a bar, and then it turns out one of them worked for Rampart, and he's trying to blackmail Rampart. Silly clone. So naturally, of course, he ends up dead. But the surviving clone slipped, lived up to his name, obviously, and escaped. And then he contacted some Captain Rex. Yeah. And I can't remember, but somehow Senator Chuchi got involved too. But I think, yeah, just because she was going against Rampart in the Senate. So, and she was a nice little character in the Clone Wars. I mean, we didn't see her too much, but I definitely dig her. Obviously, she's idealistic, but she's cool. But then we got Captain Rex. And then towards the end of the episode, that assassin. That was crazy, yo. After he wiped out Chuchi's guards, Rex finally managed to capture him. Tried to interrogate him, and dude says, "I'm a believer." And then fries himself with what in modern times would be like a cyanide capsule or, some kind of extremely fast-acting poison. For him, it was a nice little super jolt of electricity all up in his dome and fried himself. Which honestly was cool as shit to see. And then, we move on into episode 8, where Rex recruits the Batch to get in Rampart's Venator and steal his backup log so they can prove that he blew up Kamino and all its cities were built with that in mind. Motherfuckers had to be gullible as shit to even believe that dude in the first place, like, honestly. If you knew anything about Kamino, you'd be like, a storm destroyed the planet, destroyed the cities and the Kaminoans. A storm on that planet. That rain and wind swept planet with no land. That isn't underwater. With perpetual storms. Got wiped out by a storm. People bought that shit. It's ridiculous. So, of course, the Bad Batch. Naturally, things get really fun on their mission. They have to do a lot of improvising, such as literally crashing the Venator in order to escape with the info. Which, of course, they get to the Senate just in time for Chuchi to bust Rampart before they vote to retire the clones and start up a conscripted army of stormtroopers. But, you know, the video evidence comes in, Rampart's caught red-handed, and then it happens. The middle of the floor opens up, and here comes Masamita and Palpatine. Who then, of course, proceeds to turn everything in his favor regardless. All he has to do is call Rampart a piece of shit and then twist everything that happened into, how can we trust the clones now? If they would blindly destroy a planet without thought. Or whatever the hell he said. Anyway, basically, he twisted it, and here comes stormtroopers now. Of course, you know, we knew they had to, but Palps being Palps right there, just showing up, dropping his amazingly twisted political science and manipulation, and winning and leaving again. Brooke, Palpatine has a way with words, literally the master orator. Yeah. Faux show. Palpatine is literally the definition of being manipulative. Correct. Like I said, I'd hate to play any kind of strategy, any game that involves any kind of strategy with him at all. I would not want to play. Can you imagine playing that motherfucker in Risk? Justin, I love how they show how evil he was. Yes. Yeah. And did you know that that actually was the voice of Ian McDiarmid? He did not come in and record live. They sampled that shit and put it together digitally from words he's actually spoken in the past. But I actually Palpatine challenged me to any game best thing to just run away. Fuck yeah. And that's if he doesn't shoot you in the ass with Sith lightning. He just snatched their hope. It was great. Yes, he did. But yeah, I did note, like I was saying, about the using stuff Ian McDiarmid himself has said before, in his role and putting it together digitally. I was wondering, because when he was talking, I caught a few familiar phrases from shit like that the character has literally said before, so when I read that was digitally put together, but from his actual speaking, I was like, that makes sense. But yeah, he just pops up from the floor and in less than 3 minutes bends them over, puts on a high grit sandpaper dildo, and fucks them. As Ice Cube says, with no Vaseline. I'm not actually going anywhere. But YouTube doesn't like certain things. So, like, honestly, y'all, did it at any time were you bothered by the fact that we didn't even see the Bad Batch themselves in episode 7? And that most of it, even with them having to go get the thing, was just straight up political intrigue. Justin, nope. Yeah, I tell you, me either. What about you guys, Brooke, Maximus, Bentley? And seriously, how good was that political intrigue? I mean, even if you're not like a like a person that's like really into that shit was just done so well that I think pretty much anyone would have enjoyed it. Did anyone think Rampart was going to last longer than he did? It was done quite well. Yes, Brooke, I agree. Did anyone think Rampart was going to last longer than he did? Who thought he was going to be the big bad basically for the season? I did. Brooke, I think Rampart was just too overconfident. I thought maybe he could last a bit, but not much longer. Yeah, that's a valid point. He was extraordinarily arrogant. Especially at the way he was being dismissive towards the clones. It's inevitable they would start to feel rebellious. Yeah. I mean, especially when you consider the fact that, like, you know, when you watch the Clone Wars or even, you know, go back and read a lot of Legends novels, it basically turned out that they were clones genetically in appearance only. They all had their own individual personalities. Want to know what happened to Cody? Brooke said, yeah, we all want to know what happened to Cody. I heard, I can't remember where, otherwise I would give credit, but I heard a theory that we could see Cody with Rex and Echo at some point, and I think that would be dope as fuck. Oh yeah, I had forgotten Echo took off. We can talk about that a little bit too. Justified MF. By the way, y'all should go check out his gaming streams. He's fun to watch game. Look, they're cool, but there's still so many dope things going on in their time that I didn't miss them. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I had no problem with an episode in the Bad Batch series not even showing them because they did what they showed so fucking well. It didn't matter. Like, that's the kind of shit you can get away with if you do it right. I'll put my fucking lighter. Jesus. Like, when you do something, when you write it correctly, produce it correctly, I mean, you can still say act it correctly even though it's animation because the voice actors still have to do their job. They still have to, they have to put the feelings, they have to put the feelings behind the faces of the characters that we watch. Maximus says, awesome stream, bro. Gotta go. Catch y'all next time. Oh, it's good seeing you, Maximus. I hope things chill for you in the near future. I hope you get to relax some. Enjoy the remainder of your weekend, sir. I'll probably see you in, like, Matt's streams at some point, I'll bet you. The old Matt Cave. Also another good content creator. He does gaming streams too, but he's a retro gamer. It's God, I can't wait till I get my damn desk. See, this is why I need multiple windows so I can actually type in the chat. Or multiple monitors. Because I have to sign in on a browser. Fucking stupid. Oh well. Streamlabs. But they're still treating me better than StreamYard did for a minute, so. Although at the time, I think I figured out since that StreamYard was just not liking my Firefox for whatever fucking reason. Because when I used the Microsoft Edge browser, I was able to jump on someone else's stream through StreamYard, so. But I still like Streamlabs better because I can do more fun shit with it. Like that. I love these little screen transitions that you can do with Streamlabs. If there was a way to do that shit with StreamYard, I don't know what the hell it was. But I dig the hell out of this. So. What'd y'all think about Echo taking off at the end there? What y'all think? Think's a good thing, bad thing, sad about it, glad about it? Don't really give two shits. I was unsurprised. I didn't know they were going to do it that soon, but I was unsurprised. Brooke, a bit emotional about Echo taking off and leaving the rest of the group, but maybe we might see him again some past. Yeah, I'm sure the Batch and Rex and his outfit will cross paths, which means we'll probably see Echo again. And if that fan theory is correct, hopefully even Cody too. A little weird because he's not with Cody and Ahsoka. Yeah. Well, hopefully, again, he might end up with Cody if Cody's with Rex. Yeah, it totally was cool seeing Rex again. I mean, we knew it was going to happen from the trailer, but that was super dope seeing him in action. Rex was always a favorite of mine from the Clone Wars. Like, straight up. I liked Fives a lot too, but you know. That didn't end well. Or Fives. Or Fives. So yeah. I like Fives a lot. I like Rex a lot. From the Clone Wars Defending of the Sith, just like Cody's no BS go-getter attitude for when he was ordered to kill Obi-Wan. Yeah, honestly, I think, I mean, it was crappy in the movie, but I think what they did with the Clone Wars series gives all of Order 66 so much more emphasis, you know? You know, in the movies, they didn't spend a lot of time at all, hardly humanizing the clones to a great extent, if you think about it. Actually, they didn't really spend any time humanizing them at all, other than showing that they're people. I mean, yeah, we saw a smidge of interaction between Cody and Obi-Wan to give us a little hint, but for the most part, we didn't really get any kind of in-depth anything on the clones in the movies, so I'm glad that they really got it. Well, like I said, I'm glad that they really got into them in the Clone Wars. I mean, obviously, Legends novels got into them quite a bit, especially the ones based on the Republic Commando game, of which there are 4. And they are all magnificent. If you have not read the 4 Republic Commando Legends novels, you need to read that shit. They are excellent, and they go all the way up into Order 66. What makes sense, Justin? I'm I'm not sure what I said that makes sense. That sounds so bad, but it's true right now. I honestly don't know what I made sense about that you're referring to. Or what the situation is that you're referring to. That is kind of arrogant of me to assume it's me. Bad Aaron. Bad channel host. Bad. This may be my channel and my stream, but not everything's about me. Actually, thank God people would not be happy if everything was about me. That is for damn sure. Rook. I felt like Revenge of the Sith did kind of show the closer relationship Obi-Wan and Cody had, especially on the Venator Star Destroyer before heading for Utapau. Damn, I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I don't even remember them on the Venator. Yeah, I mean, on Utapau it did show it a little bit, but like that's really literally all we get. Like the next time we see the clones, after that, it's when they're doing Order 66, killing or trying to kill all of the Jedi, as I recall. I haven't revisited Revenge of the Sith in a minute. I really need to. Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. Just in the movies. I mean, you saw him on Camino, but didn't interact with him. Obviously, they came in at the end on Geonosis, but other than, responding to orders and going in and, destroying clankers, no in-depth look at them. Yeah, really all we got was Obi-Wan and Cody on Utapau. Which is why I appreciate what the Clone Wars did. Especially like the last seasons 4 through 7 were like dope. And the Mortis arc was fucking fantastic. That's one of my favorite arcs in the whole thing. Outside of season 7. I know some people like to rag on the Perez sisters episodes, but was it the Perez sisters? Anyway, I know some people like to pan on that arc being in season 7, but I honestly I appreciated the look at how Ahsoka was going to conduct herself as a non-Jedi. Like, how much Jedi was going to stick with her. Would there be Martez? Thank you, Martez. How much, being fresh out of there, how much Jedi was going to stick with her. Would she become less, what's the word I'm looking for? Dogmatic, I guess, outside the temple. So, I don't have a problem with the Martez sisters episodes. At least, I mean, were they anywhere near as good as the other ones? No. But, and I don't know why they stuck them in the middle like that. That was just silly. But, yeah, season 7 was dope. Clone Wars show was just so damn great. Yes, it was, Justin. Clone Wars season 7 was the highlight of 2020 for Brooke, personally. All right. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. I'm trying to remember what the hell else came out in 2020. It was a distracting year. But yeah, Clone Wars season 7 was magnificent. Hey, we're only like, what, 2.5 weeks away from Mando now? Let me check my calendar here. I love how YouTube sends me an email to let me know I'm live on my channel. Yes, 2.5 weeks till Mando season 3. Brooke, hype for Quantumania next week. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not as concerned as Josh is, despite what all his contacts say. I don't even know why he brought up that it could be as bad as Love and Thunder. There's no way in fuck anything put out by Marvel will ever be as bad as Love and Thunder again. There's just no way that can ever happen again. Especially not with the subject matter. There we go. So yeah, I don't have the worry he has. Do I have some concern based on what he's heard? Yeah. But nowhere near the amount he has. Brooke, I think Quantumania will be vastly superior over Love and Thunder. God, I would hope so. Plus, King will be the next major villain, so Marvel Studios can't afford to mess up King's character. I mean, those are facts. They can't afford to mess it up. I mean, we all know he's going to be the big bad. Or at least a variant of him is. The Beyonder King. Although he'll just be called the Beyonder in the movie. But I like calling him Beyonder King for our reference. But yeah, it's high stakes time for Marvel. Because Phase 4 was mid to poop, pretty much. Like one of Josh's videos talking about the real superior Iron Man. Seems like, yeah, that's the video, I believe. That's the one that dropped today. Or was it yesterday? Oh, I think that's the one that dropped today. Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty dope vid. I would love to see superior / evil Iron Man. That would be so dope. Can you imagine if Robert Downey Jr. comes back for that role? Because we're all used to, 616 Tony. As much of an asshole as he can be, he's not evil by any stretch of the imagination. But now we're talking 838 Iron Man. Superior Iron Man. the evil Iron Man. Or at least evil from our perspective as he's trying to destroy 616. So but yeah, can you imagine RDJ going from what we're used to that? And he could so do it too. And all he'd have to do is take the parts where he was, where 616 Tony was being a prick and just Giga Chad the shit out of those moments, and there you go. He is more than capable of doing that. But if they got Tom Cruise to do it, I'd be totally down for that too. Yeah, there were rumors. It would be cool. And there were rumors he would appear in Multiverse of Madness. It was something that was on the table that just never came to fruition, if I recall correctly. Like, there was talks. He was approached. I don't know why it fell through, though. Could be scheduling. Could be money, Could be Tom's attitude. You gotta imagine he's got some kind of ego.
The whole world stops just like that.
Especially since he's a Scientologist. They're just fucking weird. I mean, believe what you want to believe. It's a free country. If you want to believe aliens are coming to get us, or at least you guys, rock on with your bad self. Just don't let that goofy shit translate into the rest of your life and be all weird. That's not even right to say either, because that's too much of a restriction. Just be ready for the fact to be called weird. That's all. Yeah. Just, be ready. Scientology is fucking weird. And I'm sorry if any of you or anyone that potentially may see this section of the stream is a Scientologist. I applaud your devotion, but I also think you're fucking weird. But yeah, I can totally see Tom Cruise playing evil Iron Man. He's been prickish enough in plenty of his roles. Although honestly, one of my favorite roles of his is one of his goofiest roles is that producer in Tropic Thunder, which also had RDJ in it too. In a role that will never be played by a white person again. I mean, he did a great job, but it's just never going to happen again. Yeah, Tom Cruise's character in that was hilarious. Getting pumped up to ludicrous. Yelling at someone on the phone to fuck their own face. It was magnificent. Brooke, I like Tom Cruise's Maverick and he's Ethan Hunt. Yeah, no, he does a really good job in the Mission Impossible movies, at least for me. I enjoy those movies. He's making one right now, isn't he? Or is it in post? Or it's made and in post? But there's another Mission Impossible movie on the way, correct? And yeah, Tom Cruise's Pete Mitchell was good. Although I gotta say, as good as Maverick was, and it was pretty fucking good, I actually, don't kill me for saying this, I think this Mission Impossible had 2 parts and it's called Dead Reckoning. Okay, 2 parts. Wow. That could be cool, actually. I wonder how far apart they'll come out. Hope it's not too far. 6 months to a year. That'd be all right. But, yeah, the movie Maverick. Fantastic movie. Action was great. It was just fun. Don't kill me for saying this, though, but the way Maverick did its nostalgia reminded me quite a bit of The Force Awakens. Yep. Do you think Top Gun Maverick's plot was similar to A New Hope with the mission they conducted? Kinda, yeah. They did have a trench run. They did have a fucking trench run that they had to pull up part of. Well, actually, no. They didn't have a trench run. They literally ran Beggar's Canyon. Flying over some mountains, shoot down a nuclear uranium facility. Yeah. Yeah, they had to fly over some mountains and then instantly drop down below radar or some shit so they didn't get tagged with missiles. And then hit their shot and then fly out of there as fast as they fucking can, like pulling something like 10 Gs to the point where they could pass out. And again, in an attempt not to get shot down by missiles. So yeah, it was pretty fucking badass. But yeah, that was totally a Beggar's Canyon / trench run deal for sure. But, you know, just in terms of the plot points they put in and all the you know, similar character situations, similar character arcs. That one dude was basically Iceman. Love the dogfight between F-14s and SU-57s, but I also love the beginning when Maverick flies the top secret Dark Star Mach 10. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And it was also pretty cool when he just hopped in the regular old jet and went ahead and even beat the time they set to run that mission. Proved it could be done. That was pretty sweet too. But yeah, the way they did the nostalgia in that, like, I'm watching it and I'm like, wow, this totally has a Force Awakens vibe with the nostalgia. That was the first thing I thought of. I'm sorry. I really don't want to make that comparison, but that's what popped in my head when I was watching Maverick. I'm like, wow, this is very nostalgic. This reminds me of The Force Awakens. Pretty cool. The director of Top Gun actually worked with people from Skunk Works to design the Mach 10 plane. Oh, I did not know that. That is cool. And yeah, when you can get a good vibe between like the director and producers and like the people that are actually like, you know, making shit look pretty, you generally get a good product. I just hope we start getting some good product from Marvel and Lucasfilm. Past this year. I mean, I'm pretty sure Quantumania, I feel like Quantumania is going to be good still. Despite what Josh has heard. I think Quantumania is going to be good. I don't know if it'll be great. I don't know if it's going to part my mustache hair, because, you know, ain't nothing up there's already been parted by genetics. But yeah, I think Quantumania is going to be good. Not an aerospace engineer, but I think the Mach 10 plane uses something called a scramjet for propulsion, while regular jets use called, yeah, regular I've heard of the scramjet, but yeah, regular jets use turbines. They are turbine powered. I think Josh just wants to temper his own expectations. I mean, if he's being smart, he's trying to temper his own expectations, because I love him, but he gets so overwrought. He gets so overhyped so easily, and then he crashes so easily. I wonder if he's on something besides blinkers for that shit. And hell, I'm on 3 things for my brains. Eric Quantumania. Yes, that is the rumor. There will be 2 post-credit scenes in the Quantumania. First one featuring a council of Kangs. So there actually will literally be a Kang gang. And I can't remember what the second one's supposed to have, but it's supposed to be dope too. Like the word is, the post-credit scenes are probably going to be the saving, or in a lot of people's minds, the saving grace of the movie. I mean, if that's the case, you know, it's always a good thing to go out on a high note, leaving that as the final impression that people have of your stuff. Ideally, you want the whole motherfucker to slap, but like for me, I think, because you know how films and shit are generally have, you know, 3 acts. I think the first act is going to be the weakest, and we're going to have to plow through that one, because that's going to be the one where Paul Rudd has the most freedom to be goofy Paul Rudd. I think once they hit the quantum realm, it's going to be a lot less. There will be a lot less levity. It'll be a lot more serious. Because when they hit Quantumania, will probably be the beginning of Act 2. So, excuse me. So that's kind of how I see it going. I think we're going to get most of the corniness, a vast majority of the corniness, out the way in the first act. And I'm sure, Paul Rudd likes to improvise, and, you know, I'm sure there'll be a couple little things that make it through in Acts 2 and 3, but I think those are going to be the serious ones. Oh, probably going to be some in Act 2, because I forgot Bill Murray's in this fucking movie. And you know he can't control himself. Like, I'm going to say something else controversial. I don't think Bill Murray's all that funny. I never have. I know he's an 80s comedy movie icon. Ghostbusters, Caddyshack, Groundhog Day, except I think that was 90s. But yeah, I know he's been this comedy icon for decades, but I personally, he never tickled my funny bone that much at all. Neither did Norm Macdonald. Rest in peace. I mean, I love good stand-up comedy. And I just love good comedy, period. Stand-up, film, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, Why Him was hilarious. Any of y'all ever see that movie? With James Franco and Megan Mullally, Bryan Cranston, and I can't remember who played the daughter. Oh, and I think Jordan Peele as well. But that movie's funny as shit. You should watch that movie. Justin, I want to doubt Josh on this one, but he has a great track record on this type of stuff. Yeah, I know. But I have decided not to be as worried as he is. Because let's face it, I feel like a lot of his... Yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful too. And also, I feel like, I mean, like he said, Matt! I was actually mentioning you earlier. This is the Retro Gaming King, y'all. Justin has awesome, modern gaming streams, and Matt has awesome retro gaming streams. Although that fucking Dark and Darker thing you've been playing lately is dope too, honestly. But anyway, oh yeah, the potential problems with Quantumania thing. When it comes to Josh and his contacts, Josh himself even said they all have basically the same taste. So therefore, I feel like a lot of times his contacts tend to be an echo chamber. And while they and him end up being accurate a lot of the time, admittedly, if one's going to be wrong, they're all probably going to be wrong. So I feel that not being as worried as Josh is okay based on that, And how are you doing, Mr. Matt? Are you doing pretty good, sir? You hopped in pretty much in the bullshit part of the stream, but we're still having a good convo, I think. I feel like we're having a good conversation, guys. What do you think? Like, honestly, once we're done with the news, this is kind of my favorite part anyway, because doing great. Good. But, this is kind of my favorite part, is just literally the chill part. Once I get past to, once I get past to throwing out what we want to talk about and, throwing some details in for us to talk about, this chit-chatting part's honestly my favorite. And honestly, I don't really give a crap what we talk about once I'm done with the newsy part. And we could talk about fucking fast food for all I care. Speaking of food, though, my wife's been on a pie kick lately, and I am happy about it. Like, 2 weeks ago, she made a peanut butter pie with a graham cracker crust, and then covered it in whipped cream and mini chocolate chips. Matt says, I think my overall lack of knowledge when it comes to comic book lore has helped me enjoy the Marvel content more than I might have. That said, there certainly has been some stinkers. Yes, dude, that's totally fair, and I think that might be true for me too. Although I've been digging into Rob's videos over on Comics Explained lately. Just mostly for the history behind what Feige's doing. Like, I want to know what he's basing his shit off of. I don't really care that he's changing it. Oh, shut up, Justin. I know. Hey, it's Saturday, and I'm already fairly well blinkered, so I'm going to chain smoke a little bit. It happens. I'll slow down, though. I'm not going to be able to quit tonight. That's not going to happen. But yeah, Matt, I think that's helped me too. But like I said, I'm actually trying to learn the lore, but only because I want to get an idea of what Feige might be doing. I don't care that he's adapting/changing stuff. That doesn't bother me in the slightest, because even now when I'm even learning some stuff, I haven't been in it long enough to be a purist. So, yeah, I think even learning what I learned, it's not going to screw with me at all. Brooke, I think I watched one of the videos from Comics Explained on Null. Pretty interesting character. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet. I've been doing mostly. I'm bouncing back and forth, honestly, between DC and Marvel, and it's mostly old shit, just so because I want to get like the basis of everything first before I start digging into, event compendiums and shit. Matt, one of my favorite entries in the Marvel stuff was actually Moon Knight. I knew absolutely nothing going into it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything about it either, and I enjoyed it up until the last, I think, 2 episodes. Then it got a little overly goofy for me. Yeah, the Hippo Goddess. That was. She was metaphorically the equivalent of the goats in Love and Thunder. Like, why are you here? I mean, obviously they used her to turn the one chick into the Scarlet Scarab. But no, I enjoyed Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac acted his ass off. Regardless of whether or not the execution and the rest of it was, whatever you think about the execution of the rest of it, Oscar Isaac acted his fucking ass off. He was phenomenal. I just wish they'd have showed more of that, like, super psycho personality that they finally showed a smidge of in that fucking post-credit scene. And if they ever do more Moon Knight, they need to bring him in hard. Because that dude is ruthless. I can't remember his personality's name. See, I haven't seen Ex Machina. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen that I've heard are good, like modern ones to like ago ones, like classics. There's quite a few classics I haven't even seen. Don't ask me to name any of them right off the top of my head. Shit. I just realized I haven't watched the modern Dune yet either. I've been hearing great things about that too. Oh well. Is anyone else here like moderately, slightly annoyed and or concerned that we haven't seen Jack squat on Secret Invasion yet? I just thought of this. I mean, we're talking a Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury TV show based on one of the most popular events that Marvel's had. And we haven't seen Dick for promo on it yet. Secret Invasion. When the Skrulls come in and invade. Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury, star of the show. And I've seen one trailer for it. Yeah, something like that. Late spring or early summer. You can get another. Yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to get a few trailers tomorrow. I really hope we get that one. I think we're getting a Mando trailer. Maybe one more Quantumania trailer. Tons of trailers are supposed to drop tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm excited about that. I'm probably going to end up having to do like either a reaction video or like a couple reaction videos, depending on how many trailers there are. Because if there's a lot of trailers, I don't want to drop like a fucking 45-minute reaction video. I have to split that shit up. The only super long shit I want people to watch is the streams. Yeah, I'm ready for that show too, bruh. I mean, I've been ready for more Samuel L. for a while, honestly. I've been missing Nick Fury. When was the last time we saw him in actuality? Was it Captain Marvel? When he was playing himself in the 90s? Oh no, the end credit scene in Infinity War when he gets blipped. Oh no. Where was that? Yeah. The one scene where he was relaxing in the chair or whatever, and that alien thing, that was at the end of Captain Marvel, right? And then, yeah, he gets blipped at the end of Infinity War. But still, I don't remember him coming back in Endgame. I don't remember them using him in Endgame. Other than maybe showing up at Tony's funeral. He wasn't in Loki. Wasn't in WandaVision. Wasn't in Moon Knight. Wasn't in She-Hulk. I feel like I'm missing one. But yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen Samuel L., so I'm fucking ready. Wasn't in Miss Marvel. That's another one that's kind of iffy, is the Marvels. Like, I've heard the musical-y stuff, rumors, and I'm not thrilled about that, but these new reports about the incursions and all the badass shit that's going to happen at the end of the movie is like, ooh. So I'm a little torn on that one. Like, I really don't feel like sitting through, like, a movie where, like, the first 80% of it is mid to poop, and then the end is just awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. An awesome ending is good. Giggity. But, the whole thing being good would be better, obviously. So yeah, Marvels will be interesting. What's the third movie that comes out? Oh, Guardians 3. That might be the slapper of the year, honestly. That might be the top Marvel theater release we get this year. And I wonder, we still, at least as far as I know, yeah, Guardians 3 is going to be cool. I haven't, like, not too much has gotten out about, like, you know, basically if they're killing anyone or anything in this yet. Like, they've been able to keep that pretty fucking quiet. Ooh, that's another thing we could get a trailer for tomorrow too, maybe, huh? That'd be sweet. So many things I'd love to see a trailer for tomorrow. Mando, Quantumania, Guardians, Secret Invasion. It'd be sweet to get a trailer for that. We're supposed to get a Flash trailer finally, right? Isn't that supposed to happen tomorrow? That'll be interesting. I'm very curious about that. I mean, cool. I mean, that movie better be as good as everyone is saying it's going to be. Because otherwise, there will be absolutely zero even remote justification for Ezra Miller's presence. Yes. Yep. Keaton used to be in the end credit scene, but he got cut. But the new rumor, which I went over earlier, is first there was a report that it was going to be Bale. The Bale Batman then. Flash is still a joke for you. I mean, yeah. But yeah, so there a report came out from Grace Randolph saying that it could be Bale in the end credit scene now, and that there is even potential for him to just straight up be the DCU Batman, which of course was like straight nerd boner because the Nolan trilogy is the best Batman ever made. But then, towards the end of Josh's live stream yesterday, one of his inside contacts told him, which is hilarious considering he spent a lot of the stream ranting against this, that the post-credit Batman could also be George Clooney of Batman and Robin fame. That was so fun. Yes, it was. Oh my God, that was so hysterical. All right, y'all. Energy using Flashpoint could be the way. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's what this is. They're supposed to be using Flashpoint as a reboot of sorts. So to introduce gun stuff, despite the fact that they're still putting out the Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 after the Flash. Don't ask me to explain that decision-making process. I cannot, because it makes no sense. But yeah, energy drinks be talking to a dude. I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy the beats. Hello again. Oh, crap. Don't you dare. Shit. Okay. So I just had a thought. And I don't know why I didn't think this thought before. But I have a Discord server. I need to learn how to do call-ins. I would totally do some call-ins. I should learn that this week. Maybe implement that shizzle next week. Would that be fun? Would you guys enjoy speaking live with me? Just straight up, I would enjoy speaking live with you. Would y'all be interested in that? Matt's down. That's cool. Justin's down. Can even utilize the VCs in there. Well, I'd love to. I'm not even going to act like I know what the hell you're talking about. You're talking about voice chats? Is that what you're saying? VC's voice chat? Like the tech part of my nerd card is super weak. Okay, yeah. Hey, Justin, is that like your thick room? The voice chat? Yeah, I'll figure out some way for us to speak vocally with each other rather than waiting for Streamlabs to send my voice and image to you, and then I have to wait for Streamlabs to send what you type to me. And it ends up being a little laggy. Of course, I do need a Wi-Fi repeater down here too, but... Oh, you bitch. Okay, I hope none of you easily get motion sick. If you do, so sorry about that. So sorry about that. Here's some news though, and Justin already knows this, but I have a desk on order. Yeah, I was asking you. Yes, I did actually, Justin. I was asking you if the voice chats that Matt was referring to, if the thick room is an example of what he's talking about. But yes, I actually have a real desk coming. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, like I could just literally invite people into the voice chat in my server, couldn't I? I'll get that worked out. We'll do some live chit-chatting next week. I think that'll be fun. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying I could like literally if we're friends on Discord, which means y'all got to get into my Discord server. Speaking of which, I got to figure out. It's in my profile, but it, for some unknown reason, is not on a place where you can just click on it and go. You'll literally have to copy and paste that, and I apologize for that. I don't know how to get it where you can just go and get there. But isn't that how voice chats work? As long as you're friends, you can just hop in a voice chat. As long as the server host does whatever he or she needs to do. As opposed to setting up a stage like Josh does. I'm such a noob, so much to learn. But I am learning. I don't know if you guys think so, but I think I'm getting better bit by bit. Little by little. Just a smidgy.
Just a smear. I'm getting a little bit better. Just a smidgy. Bit by bit.
I had to play with my vocal thing. It's pretty fun. Aw, thanks, dude. So are you, man. You're awesome. You can make the VC private and then add people to it manually. I do that on some streams. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll figure out something. I will definitely figure out something. Anything to enhance your guys' enjoyment, I want to do. Because, you know, more than likely it'll also enhance mine as well, so... Sorry, the gutter part of my brain was just going back over what I just said. And, that's twistable. Very twistable. An earbud stay in my ear. But, yes. As I've said before, I have my stage 1 setup complete. I have my microphone. I have my camera, obviously. My laptop. My little mixer guy. Riding through the hood with a Zap on my lap. Actually, no, I think riding through the hood is before the second. I don't know. Anyway. All you hear is the slap. But yeah. Got my little mixer. My music's coming from my tablet plugged into the mixer. So yeah, stage 1 is complete. First step 1 in stage 2 is on its way. I'm actually going to have a desk next week. It's supposed to come sometime between Monday and Wednesday. So no more TV tray, which is what I'm using right now. Which is why you see me on a couch. Yeah, it is a process, man. I knew that going in. But of course, as usual, I always underestimate my ability to be patient, so... New desk days are the best. Yeah, especially when you're dealing with a fucking TV tray. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have something to use. Trust me. But, yeah, depending on when the desk gets here and when I make my next vid, this might be the last time you see this couch. But the cool part is I'll have space on my desk to put all my little buddies here. This guy evil. That's gonna be so fucking cool. But, yeah, it'll be cool. Then I won't have to move an entire TV tray to get up and do stuff. I'll just slide my chair back and go. I won't have to move my setup anymore. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. I'm just going to have to use a regular chair, though. I don't have an office type chair yet. That'll be next after the desk. Honestly. But yeah, that'll be sweet. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, I'm actually going to be moving to a different part of the basement. I might have to check the fucking lighting and all that good shit now. But if it's a little off, I have a light on this camera here with 3 settings. Ooh. Shit. Ah. I'm gonna be seeing that for a minute. But yeah, so that'll be a help if I need it. Because I'm gonna have to leave this light over here because the couch is staying here. Like, this is still gonna be the chill area. I'm just now gonna have my own little production area now. It will not be combined chill and production area anymore. I'm gonna figure out something to put behind me so you don't see the fucking mess, though. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna figure that out, because if I broadcast the actual state of the basement, my wife will be highly displeased. Disclaimer, I ain't getting paid for this shit. But if any of you are energy drinkers out there, these guys are pretty good, especially this flavor. This is like my new favorite right now. It's delicious. It's gonna be Matt says that's gonna be awesome, dude. Updating your setup is always fun. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna end up going in order something like this: desk, chair, camera. I want to get one that zooms. This is fixed focus. Like, in order for me to get a close-up, I literally have to grab it. I can't just hit a button and do this shit. I have to pick it up. And mess with it. And then fix it again. So yeah, after the chair will be another camera upgrade with zoom capability and stuff. Because let's face it, being able to zoom in will make videos and streams much more fun. Well, at least more fun for me. I mean, I don't know how excited you guys will be about seeing this mug closer up, but I may have blinded you just a minute ago. I'm not sure. It could have happened. So my wife didn't marry me for my looks or my money, because I barely have either. What could it have been? I have no idea. Pardon me. Not actually leaving. You know what? I can't remember if I did this early on in the stream, but how was everyone's week? We're going to end at the beginning this time, I guess. How was the week for everybody? I know you had a couple successful streams, Matt. So did you, Justin. But how's life outside of the YouTubing? Like, it's been pretty much status quo for me. My job's a little slow right now because, you know, recession. But I will always pretty much have a job because I work at a tire wholesaler, and until we get flying cars and shit, everyone's gonna need tires sooner or later. Brooke says, week's been alright. Took 2 days off to go to a friend's party. Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that last week. How'd that go? Was that a hoot? Are you recovered yet? Wife and kids always keep me on my toes. Yeah, true that, Matt. Son's just getting over a nasty stomach bug. Ooh. Upper or lower or both? Work for me is slow. But, you know, working in a tire warehouse, like I said, is pretty good job security because, you know, like I said, until flying cars, everyone's going to need tires sometime, especially first responders. We carry a lot of first responders style tires too, so both. It was rough. Ooh, yeah, I can imagine. Damn. Party went well, yeah. Most of my friends just ordered a ton of pizza. Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, I'll just settle for a hoverboard. I mean, we're already past that point from Back to the Future 2. Give me my self-drying coat and my hoverboard. And self-adjusting tennis shoes. I want what I was promised, damn it. I'll be fine without the flying cars, because currently my living is based on them not existing. I want the rest, though. Actually, you know what's fun? At least for me. Coming up in the 80s with, like, Star Trek The Next Generation and shit. You know, them walking around with, you know, with their, having their touchscreen computers, you know, all that kind of shit. Them having their tablets hooked into the computer system. Where's my hands? Where's my hands? But, you know, their tablet-sized things that they messed with. And watching that as a kid, going, man, that'll be so cool to have someday if I even have it. Voila. I mean, this is a fucking full-on computer right here. If you think about it. This is a full-on computer. You can do anything on this, basically, that you can do on a fucking computer. Plus make a phone call. Kind of amazing. Although, historically speaking, I think what people got to see at the turn of the 20th century, 1800s into 1900s, when the industrialization really kicked in and inventions started coming fast and furious. Like, if you think about it, someone who was born in, say, 1895, right? When they turn 60, that'll be 1955. Imagine what they saw in that period of time. The advent of automobiles, the advent of World War, Great Depression, another World War, Korea, the beginning of the Cold War. I mean, shit, dude. Most of what we've seen has been technological advancing. And most of that is, home and personal technological advancement. Pimping up our cars, pimping up our home entertainment, tablets, phones, computers. Right? That is crazy to think. So honestly, I think people back then saw much more, outside of the internet creating the information age and keyboard Rambos, I would say people that got to see the turn of the last century experienced shit that's much more impactful than what we've experienced. Not saying what we have experienced isn't impactful at all or not fucking cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like being able to carry around a computer. But just watching the advent of industrialization, watching cities literally grow taller with skyscrapers and shit. Think about first seeing cars. Think about it. They saw the first radio. They saw the first TV. They saw the first computer. Saw the first plane. I mean, really, outside of cell phones, everything we've got has been built on everything they experienced first. Oh, yeah. First telephones in general, they saw. That's some seriously intense, but also seriously dope shit. At least in my opinion. Matt, the Mask Cave. I feel like we've reached a point where advancements in technology are just not as impactful. No, I agree. I mean, unless Elon Musk is successful with that Cyberlink, although good luck. Society is not ready for that shit yet. In general, I'm sure there are segments that are, but overall, hell no. People aren't going to want a fucking brain chip. Yeah, outside of Cyberlink and AI. Yeah, pretty much it's just, the next step up. Growing up in the 80s and being a teenager in the 90s, we got to see some amazing stuff. Yeah. We got to see parachute pants and big bangs. Yeah. And we got to see the advent of a lot of music, though. Speaking, from the advent of 80s synth pop off of disco to rap coming off of funk. Hair bands coming off of the heavy metal rush of the mid and late 70s, which is when Metallica got their start, by the way. And then hair bands leading into grudge bands. Hip-hop evolving from party music to street music. Well, when I say street music, I should say music with a message about the streets. Street life music. Dude, Matt says, oh, dude, I totally forgot I put the theatrical cuts of the original trilogy onto my Google Drive. I should be able to share it. Yes, please. I will love you forever. Platonically. No Greedo shooting first. No weird ass Jabba in the hangar bay. Oh, that'll be so cool. It's got to be that's got to be awesome to have the original theatrical cuts, doesn't it, Matt? It's awesome, isn't it? Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't watch your unboxing this last week. Did you get cool shit? Holy crap, another 2 hours. Yeah, good stuff in the box. Good deal. I'm going to have to go back and watch that video and see what you got. Oh, nice. All right, maybe I'll watch the highlights vid. But I am curious to see what you got. See if it's anything I actually recognize. Because like I said, my gaming sticker is rightfully missing from my nerd card. So look at that, 208. Man, do I know how to bullshit for a long time. All right, y'all. I think it's about time to call it. We've hit our average 2 hours. I love doing it, though. I love streaming for a long time. It's just fun. Streaming is so fun. Thanks, man. I appreciate that a lot. I will let you know if they work. Thanks, Brooke. Glad to hear you're doing well, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Justin, much love, buddy. We'll be checking in with you on Monday for your stream for, well, actually no, probably Tuesday, because I'll be watching Nerd Theory. No offense, I love you, but Nerd Theory's fun. But yeah, I'll be all up in your streams next week, bro. I will. Matt, you have a good night. You have a good weekend. Bentley, if you're still here, you enjoy the rest of your weekend too. Thanks, Matt. You too, man. And I'm glad your son's doing better. Bentley, if you're still here, you have a good night. Oh, wait, no. It says I have 3 viewers, and there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. Be able to download those moves, and I was like, oh, my goodness. I should probably get an external hard drive for that shit. But yeah. Thank you so much for that, Matt. That is fucking awesome. But yeah. Have a good night, everybody. I hope you had fun. I did too. Go ahead and tickle that thumb on the like button on your way out. May the force be with you, sir. Yep. Caress the thumb. I know you guys are all subscribers, so skip that. Drop some comments, though. I need much more engagement for the algo to love me. So when you watch something, drop a comment, even if it's just "what up," just to convince the algo that it needs to push me just a little bit more, so we can find more cool people to hang out with. That's my goal. You guys are all cool, and I love hanging out with y'all, but I want more. More. I want more. So, anywho, see, there I go blathering for even longer. Have a great weekend, y'all. Much love. Thank you very much for coming by. Big fun. And like I always say, there's always good times to be had when you're chilling in the basement. No, seriously, love you, but get the fuck out of my basement.